Frank.
Thank you.
Happy Gang here, 742. And yes, the Happy Gang today includes Jann Arden. I'm so grateful you're here. Thank you for doing this.
I'm having a great time, and this is going by really quickly.
It is. Yeah, we're already 45 minutes into the show.
It's like 5 seconds. I'm telling you.
I get that a lot. Listen, I'm mad at you about your book.
Oh, no.
Feeding My Mother. How long has this been out? Or is it just
a couple of days,
Yeah.
like 70 hours or something.
I'm mad at you because there are several places in here where I out and out. I'm not going to think it's not manly or something. I was out and out crying while I'm reading. I can show you actually the pages that have tears on them. Look, you've always been a person, and this is one of the things I admire about you because I will never be able to do it. You've always been a person who's been able to go, here I am, here's my life, and here's who I am. Where do you even begin to get the confidence to do that?
Well, you probably do that every day too, but honestly, I just try not to censor myself. And maybe I'm very naive because I don't feel like I'm exposing really anything. I always feel like what I'm saying is so kind of plain and economical and very straightforward. And I'm quite alarmed at times of how people react to things. But, those connectors are very obvious, with our parents, with our loved ones, in relationships, falling in and out of love. I mean, there's only so many ways you can play this stuff out.
Right.
And parenting is one of those things that there's some real common denominators with all of us as our parents age, especially with the Zoomers. It's like, you kind of hit 40, 45, and all of a sudden, wow, things are going wrong with my parents.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. The book's called Feeding My Mother, Comfort and Laughter in the Kitchen as My Mom Lives with Memory Loss. Because as you flip through this, all these amazing stories and, again, stuff that will make you cry, but then there are recipes in there. Talk to me about how that even happened.
It is a very strange formatted book. Well, I mean, I think at the heart of it, food has been kind of the last frontier of things that I could do with mom and dad that didn't require a lot of help and a lot of thinking. So it was just something that there was a peaceful couple of hours when they'd stagger across the field. Their house is about 100 yards from my home in Springbank, Alberta. And I didn't need to help them. I didn't need to instruct them. I didn't need to correct them. They didn't need to think about it. I'd put a plate of food in front of them and they'd sit and have a nice meal. And that was such a beautiful little piece of calm. And that's kind of where this all started. When I started blogging, food suddenly just became hooked into it, just for all the right reasons. We still, like Thanksgiving, everything's around food. Everything we do with our families always seems to be based around food. Yeah. And I think going through these diseases with my parents was based around food. Again, just something we could all do together, peacefully.
Amazing. Jann Arden's in with the Happy Gang today. And again, we talk about how she's comfortable just kind of saying, here I am, here's my life, here's who I am, there you go. I mean, she's on the cover of a brand new Zoomer magazine issue that comes out on Monday. She's clothed on this cover. Because remember the other cover of
I had just turned 50. I do. I did. Brian Adams he says, I want to take a picture that's kind of you with no clothes on. And I was like, no, I don't think so. And then he talked me into it. But I was really glad I did because I think women that don't have that, ideal body shape are often marginalized and set aside and kind of frowned upon if you don't look a certain way. So I was happy to do it for him.
Amazing.
That was weird. It was very strange. Yes, and once in a while I sign my bum. Once in a while, people bring that magazine and they flip it open in front of me and I sign my bum. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Okay.
Right, then. Well, okay. We've never had that conversation, for example, with Gordon Lightfoot.
No.
I'm just saying. That's never happened. 7:47 Toronto traffic time. Captain Frank.
If I had a dime for every time that Brian Adams has asked me to...
Stop!
You stop it.
Out here. Just normal morning volume. But you know what? We had a couple of